Good, dude. I'm just living the Florida life. I'm loving it here. I've been here since November. Feels good to be back. It's getting warm. I'm out here in the sun right now, enjoying the weather. It's colder today, but it's sun's out, so it's still pretty nice. Um, but yeah, everything's good, man. Been shooting more than ever and keeping real busy. Can't complain. Uh, how's everything on your end, dude? We haven't talked in a bit.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. Well, you did shoot that recent scene for us with Mars, which was really nice. Very beautiful Filipina, man.
Yeah, no, she was incredible. She kind of blew me away. I wasn't expecting that because she's brand new to the industry. So I kind of expect her to be like shy, maybe not know what she's doing, but that was not the case at all with her. And yeah, I thought it turned out well.
Yeah, she was a little shy, but hey, that's what we kind of. It's kind of good to have that sometimes because on Trike Patrol, for the most part, our models aren't actual models. They're amateurs. So,
Right.
and Mars had a really nice ass on her. Like, wow.
Oh
So.
yeah. Oh yeah. Big butt. And she felt incredible too. Like her pussy is insane. Most Filipinos' pussies are insane, but I don't know. Hers was especially nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've had your taste of Filipinas. You've been quite the producer and performer for many years. I mean, how did you ever get into this industry, man?
I, just kind of looking to make quick money. I was playing music and kind of broke and looking for, odd jobs online, Craigslist and everywhere. And there was just a lot of stuff for adults. So it seemed promising. I didn't realize most of those ads were scams at the time, but like I explored a few legitimate possibilities and I met a few local producers, and this was in Atlanta where I'm from, and that kind of got me started shooting as a performer, and it kind of just escalated from there. After I was working regularly, I went to a convention or two, met a lot more people, and yeah, the rest was history, I guess.
Yeah, well, it looks like it really worked out for you, man. And you shot a lot of scenes for us so far, maybe 10, 11, something like that. And a lot of them have been your own models from Coxxx Models. How could you describe Filipino women and how do they stand out from others?
Um, I really always say that they're more sexual, and I think they are. Like, I mean, I think uh, they just typically have a lot of fun with sex. I think they're also really laid back.
Uh-huh.
Um, like just none of them have been any. None of them have been divas or hard to work with in any way. They've all been, very friendly and into it, and happy and horny. I don't know.
That's two good things to mix up, right? Happy and being horny. It's
Yeah,
gonna equal something good, right?
exactly. They've all been good. I feel like so. Hopefully, we can keep finding more. I don't know how I've been able to find so many. With the agency, like that's been kind of just a random fluke. But I'm glad it really works out. I've been able to find some and shoot for you guys.
Yeah, as you know, if you ever, when you do find a Filipino, I'm hoping we're the first one you call.
You always are, dude. You always are.
It's also funny how was it 4 years ago? I remember I responded to some ad online, and somebody was looking for Filipinas or Asians, and I responded, and we ended up talking. We spoke on the phone, and you mentioned you had a buyer that was always looking for Asians. I'm not gonna say any names, but he's a very very mutual friend of ours.
Right.
And it's funny how that led to
Yeah.
meeting you in SoCal a couple times, which we shot. You shot two of the Trike Patrol scenes, Ember Snow and El Veneva, and so small world, man, small industry.
It really is. It is. It's a very small porn world, and especially like considering just how far away all of us were. Like, I guess at the time, like I was in LA, so it was like we weren't that far at the time.
Uh
But Simon, sorry, I guess I can't say his name. I can't say him anymore.
huh. There's a lot of
The
people with
other
that
guy.
name.
Yeah, that's true. I just had to stop myself before I said anything further. But no, the other guy came from another country. So I mean yeah, it's really far, but it is still like people find each other online, and there's only so many people in the industry, and only so many people doing certain niches as well.
Uh-huh. You're right, and that's what it kind of eliminated a lot of other folks was when it boiled down to Filipinas or Asians, and so that was
Right.
a really interesting story. And I remember on the second time we met in SoCal again when we did the Ember and El Veneva scene. You remember? So I've been talking to Jada Cruz a lot. One of your models at Coxxx Models. Great gal. She's really fun to talk to. We clicked being both Filipino American. And we talk a lot about food, of all things.
I know. She's a huge, huge foodie. And yeah, she's hilarious.
Yeah, and I told her, I fed you some sinigang, and it seems like you really liked it.
Yeah, I did, dude. That was amazing. It's like good
it's
home
a very
cooking.
popular dish. And I remember, if you remember, our buddy had Ember do a solo where she was eating the sinigang, and as you remember, I'm sure it's a little sour. And, it's like she was kind of looking for the rice, and I remember she was eating it, and you could just tell in her face that she's getting thirsty, and it's like so sour. So when she went for the water, she just went right at it, just gulped it away. So
Right.
I thought that was pretty funny.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it's been so long since I've had it. I really almost forget what it tastes like. We gotta get together and make some more because I don't even remember other than it was really good.
That's enough to remember, right? As long as it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to make a trip out to Florida, but we're all a little busy here.
Come on out, man. Take a vacay.
Maybe we could call our buddy and we could go all meet up again. And this time it'll be a little closer for him, I would think.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, Florida's not a bad spot to visit for sure.
Now, how's the gas prices there, man? I mean, that's one good thing that you left behind in California. We're looking at like $7 a fucking gallon.
That's absolutely insane, dude. Yeah, it's like $5. It's almost $5, basically right below.
That's still pretty bad.
It's really bad, and I have to, because I have Acura and I put premium in it, so that really fucking sucks too. But sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to curse.
I'm pretty sure it kind of affects also like models going out to shoots, especially if they're driving and it's eating up a little bit of their profit. I mean, not that. I mean, it still hurts, with the gas prices.
Oh yeah, it does. I mean, there's certain shoots that come up that they may or may not be worth it just because of the gas cost, or if they don't have like a car, the Uber cost.
Oh yeah,
which I'm sure is going up too because of all this. So. Yeah, hopefully the gas prices can get under control.
Well, it's kind of like when we were, me and our buddy and I, we were out near the airport, and you were coming all the way from like the valley or something. And as we know, LA and it's traffic, so it eats up a lot of your gas. So like nowadays, if we were in that same exact booking and situation, it would kind of suck because you'd probably be spending $100, I would think, on gas back and forth, right? Plus 6 hours
now,
of travel.
I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I was coming from Palmdale actually. I think at the time, which is even further. I mean,
even further.
From downtown LA, it's probably about an hour and hour and 15 minutes if there's no traffic. Like best case.
When is there
scenario.
never traffic in LA?
Exactly. So you're really realistically looking at like over 2 hours. Like so it's really bad. But now that would cost a fortune.
Yeah, so
still would have been worth it. Still would have come down, but
yeah, it was always a lot of fun hanging out with you, man, and our buddy and I, we always had a lot of fun being around you.
Yeah, those were good times.
So I'm curious, do you have any upcoming projects? Jada was talking about some kind of podcast for Coxxx Models.
Yeah, always have new stuff going on. Jada is basically the host of the new Coxxx Models podcast, I guess is what it is, and it's called what is it? Coxxx Talks or Talk with Coxxx. I forget. I gotta figure out what the name is.
Talk with Coxxx sounds a lot of fun.
Yeah, I forget. It's something like that. But yeah, Jada's gonna do it. She's great personality for it. I'm sure she'll have a lot of fun with it, and so yeah, we plan to have different models on, and obviously talk with them a lot and get to know them a little bit more, and just be a fun thing to put out there and share with people.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun doing these podcasts, especially getting the having the chance to talk with you again. I know it's been years since we actually spoke, over the phone or whatnot, or in person. I know we email and text a lot, when we can, when we have shoots lined up. But it's, I'm enjoying this call with you right now. You're always
man.
really fun
Yeah.
to work with.
Yeah, dude, you're a super nice guy. Always great to talk to, and yeah, I hope we can keep doing more.
So here at Trike Patrol, we have a merch store that launched. It's still kind of in the making. I know you guys have one as well, right?
We do. We do. Honestly, we need to update it, but there's
Same here.
a little outdated, but yes, we technically do. Just CoxxModelStore.com.
There you go. Now, for our fans that are listening, where can they find you online? Twitter, any other profiles that could kind of could bring the.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, Conor _Coxxx. My first one got suspended, of course.
Yeah.
And my Instagram's the Conor Coxxx, just 1X there. Not allowed to do triple X on Instagram, apparently.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, banned pretty much everywhere now, but I keep making new accounts on my 4th Instagram. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of haters over there, or they are actually haters themselves, if you ask me. You have a TikTok?
Yeah. I do. I don't know how to use it.
Same here. It's
from my understanding, you just exactly. From my understanding, you just copy what other people are doing, and or that's like the whole point of it, apparently.
Yeah, I'm still trying to learn it, man. It's like whatever happens, just uploading a fucking video.
I don't understand. If you're a content creator, then be a content creator, not a content copier. I think that's what TikTok really is, and I'm just not that. I don't that in general, and not. It'd be one thing if the stuff that people were doing was cool and funny, and sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's just really stupid, and then it's almost what kind of stupid shit can we make people do? Which seems to be the whole point of the platform. So all that's stupid. I'm just posting whatever I want, however I want, and it doesn't seem to be working. but whatever.
Well, at least I mean, so I started one for Trike Patrol 2 days ago, right? And I put up 6 videos, and they're all safe for work, no nudity, nothing, right? And 5 of them have already been fucking taken down. It's what the hell, people?
Wow.
Really, come on.
Wow.
See, but there's videos of damn near porn on there.
Right. I mean, I've been posting non-nude stuff and tagging certain adult related hashtags, and I mean, I don't know. I'm doing something wrong. I'll see anywhere between a few hundred and a few thousand views on the post, but so I'm just posting there maybe once a week. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this, man. TikTok seems like the platform now to really market a brand, because
it is.
I would put up a video, and the next day it had 1,500 views. So it's but they keep freaking taking them down.
Yeah, I haven't had that problem. I don't know why they're picking on you guys. That's not right.
It's probably because I put in the eggplant emoji.
Okay, they have something against the eggplant.
Yeah, they probably just don't like the damn eggplant, so I'll use a mushroom or something.
I will say I haven't been thinking about using the eggplant somehow, which is weird because I usually use it a lot. So, but I just I think I already assumed that they would really dislike the eggplant.
Yeah, well, I think what it is too is when they will even have the slightest thought that you're linked to the actual porn industry, that's when they'll start really picking on you.
Right. I mean, how long do you think it'll be until there's just an actual penis emoji?
I'm saying 2 years from now.
I really don't think it'll be that much longer either. I think it's coming.
No, it's on TikTok, man. There's literally a video of some old dude riding a bike with not his actual balls, but balls hanging, and there's a million. It's million views. It's what the hell? So they can do that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Post safe for work content.
It seems to be if you're famous or mainstream famous, then it's okay. But if you're related to porn, you're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to even do. I mean, I've been suspended from Facebook for touching a girl's boobs with her clothes on, and my clothes on. I mean, it just complete non-nude.
Facebook is That's like one of the worst. You can't do shit on Facebook, and
No.
like, well, that's one reason to be thankful for Twitter. Even though Twitter is what it is, it's still a platform for us as a community, as an industry, to offer our fans at no cost. So in a way, still got to be thankful for Twitter.
Absolutely, better than nothing. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a free speech and expression absolutist, but yeah.
And if you're a little too free with your speech on Twitter, they'll freaking suspend your account as well. It's like they really control what they want to control. There's really not much of an actual guideline they follow, in my opinion.
I feel like that whole attitude is just not, in the long run, that's just not going to be popular, and it just allows for better things to come, and compete and become more popular. So I think they're, any platform that wants to go that route might get phased out over time, and just because they're hurting their branding. All these social media sites are hurting their branding, and people know they're like, just censoring way too much.
Yeah, in my opinion, if it's, I understand that we need to protect our kids from viewing certain kind of content. Now, as parents, that's our job. And also, if we're putting on there that it has explicit kind of content, then we're doing our job on that end. So, I don't know. Some of these social media platforms are just stupid.
Yeah, I'm actually okay, with them having their own terms. I think what bothers me is the inconsistencies.
Yes.
If there was laid out rules and like that were in there, the problem is their terms, their guidelines like are not defined really, and so they just kind of enforce it here and there, and people end up suffering, and that didn't even break the rules, and like so that's really the issue I have with them.
Yeah, and it's like, well, I have a buddy that worked for Facebook because there are all those big platforms are based out here in NorCal, and it's like they outsource that department to some folks out here and then the rest in India. So it's like, so if somebody reports it, somebody from India or somebody working from home making $15 an hour is going to say, okay, this is porn related, boom. So it's like, I mean, you don't get the best results like that. I feel like they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, I don't know why they are like they are, but I think there's a lot better ideas for social media platforms that will hopefully become more popular in the future. I mean, there could be sites built on blockchain where advertisements shared amongst the users and people are actually paid for using the platform. And like when there's like technologies going there is capable of doing that, it's just way more superior than what we have now. And it's possible, and people are already starting to put these ideas and literally it's all happening. There's certain platforms doing this right now, but the only question is if they can get popular enough, and if humanity ultimately chooses that.
Yeah, and it's a whole new, generation from what we saw in our low 20s and our early 20s, and even 18, when we were 18, 19. I remember MySpace. That was my thing, MySpace and Friendster.
I love MySpace. Yeah, dude. I was all about MySpace. My band was
Great
popular
platform.
MySpace. It was yeah. When it died, that really sucked.
Yeah, it sure died, and it died real fast.
It did. Like one day, it was like all of a sudden, like MySpace beta, and like looked terribly different, and it was over right then and there. Like one day, literally.
Yeah, it was kind of, the best part was like picking your top 5 friends to be on your on your cover or whatever, and it's like you would get in a little disagreement. It's like, what the hell? Why didn't you put me on your top friends or whatever?
I know. That was ridiculous. that was a stupid feature. It
was like creating problems within your circle of friends.
Yeah, that's actually really fucked up.
I think that would be pretty messed up for like yourself with Coxxx Models. So let's say you have 30 models, right? And all right, well, I'm gonna decide to put these 4 or 5 on the cover, and then it's like you're making your other models feel like they're not equal, or
I'm asking for serious problems there. That's that's a terrible idea. I don't know why that was ever a thing. Looking back, that is so bizarre.
Yeah, that's one thing I won't forget about MySpace, you know.
That's hilarious.
Did you ever try deleting Tom?
I didn't. I know a lot of people did delete Tom. I had nothing wrong with Tom. I kept him.
He seemed like a cool guy, you know.
See, yeah, he got a bad rap. He looks like one of my friends. I think that's another reason why I liked him.
Yeah, I thought if you delete him, like your MySpace will be deleted as well. So I never really tried.
Yeah, you may not want to mess with Tom. I don't know.
All right, man. Well, I really appreciate your time, and it was a lot of fun, and we're going to be hooking up again very, very soon, Connor.
Sounds great, man. Looking forward to it.
All right, thank you again, and you take care, man.
All right, you too, dude. Appreciate it.